So the year has almost come to an end, and so has my very first bullet journal. I started watching videos about bullet journaling in 2018, and I have always been the kind of person that wants a physical calendar, and also I have loved drawing and painting since I was little, but I didn't have any inspiration at the time, so I hadn't been drawing for years. So when I found these videos and got more into the idea of bullet journaling, I really liked that it was kind of combining my interests, and also I haven't been mentally well for quite a while, so I found this to be like the best of all worlds. Like, you can track how you feel, what you did that specific day, and your habits and stuff like that. So yeah, and also like draw and doodle and get inspiration from yourself every single month, like what do I think of when I think of April and stuff like that. So I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoy watching other people's flip throughs, and if you want to see what my year looked like in my bullet journal, then just keep on watching. So because this was my first bullet journal ever, I just wanted to buy one of the more cheap ones just to try it out, feel it out, and see what I think of bullet journaling. And this is also available in Sweden, so that's the one I bought. This is the Leuchtturm A5 grid, like dotted grid journal, and this doesn't come with it, and neither does the pen loop. So it was without this and without this pen holder. I wish I remembered where I bought this, because this is amazing and has been so helpful just to carry the pens around wherever your journal is. I didn't use like this index page at all, or these pages, because I just used black tape, which I will return to and talk about a little bit more, and wrote the months, so I didn't feel like I needed an index. And this was my first month, November of 2018, and I just went along with one of Amanda Rich Lee's spreads. I don't know if it was her October or November spread, but I got a lot of inspiration from that one. And I didn't have these fancy pens back then, so the calligraphy isn't that great, and I was also new at it. So this is something I started doing from the beginning, and I'm really happy about it, because then I can look back on each month and see what I did and have some memories, because I rarely print pictures nowadays. I think we are a lot of people that don't do that anymore. So I just bought this HP Sprocket like mini printer, and you just put in these small photo papers. Mine is empty now, and they are like stickers on the back. So I have been using this every month and I've loved it. The photo quality isn't like the best ever, but this is more for the memories, so I really enjoy it. So I just print some pictures from my phone because it's a Bluetooth printer, and I just print them out, write where it was and the date, and I've been really liking it. This looks a little bit messy, I think, but yeah, you can't be happy with every single page. So this was the first spread of 2019, and I'm actually quite sad I didn't do like a cover page for the new year, but I was new at it, so I just went with whatever and tried my way forward. But I'm really like happy with this whole month, because I wanted to do this dreamcatcher theme, and I love the colors, and I had bought new pens for this month. So I bought a lot of pens and put some money on it because I really started to love bullet journaling. So since then I have been using both the Koi colored brush pens and the Tombow dual brush pens. I've actually mostly been using the Koi ones just because they fit in that little pen holder, and the Tombow ones are very long, so they don't fit in there. And also you can write a little bit smaller text with these brush pens than these ones. So I actually liked experimenting with the mood trackers for every month and made them almost completely different every month. So here I just drew a dream catcher and all the little blobs were filled in after my mood. And of course it was very time consuming because yeah, I had to draw all these dream catchers. So from here I also changed my last page. Before I had ideas for next month's bullet journal and stuff like that, but I didn't use it that much. So now I just have an expenses checklist, so I know everything I have to pay every month so I don't forget anything. And also you will see I've added important dates for the next month because I always draw 1 or 2 months ahead. So sometimes I need to write down important dates to put them in the next month when I draw it. So for March I also played around a little bit with paper and just ripped pieces just to add something different and some texture. Okay, so this month I hate. As you can see, for this whole bullet journal I didn't actually draw with an erasable pen first and then with these colored pens, so when I screwed up I couldn't really do anything about it. So here I tried to do a grid and then it didn't turn out as I wanted, so I just filled it in with black and ended up hating it. But yeah, I still kept it in there. As you can see, I screwed up here too. So lesson learned for this year, I am going to sketch a little bit before I draw it in with these other pens, inky ones. So here, as you can see, my monthly spread is a little bit more spaced out. I had one dot between every little box. Before I made them like this, and I actually like both, so I will change it up depending on the theme. Sometimes I want a more rounded box for the theme, and sometimes I want this more squared one, and maybe I want to do some more doodles and stuff, so I need this space. But yeah, this is how this looks. As you can see here also, I removed the notes box because I didn't really use it. Everything I needed to know or had planned in, I wrote in the weekly spread, so I didn't really need the notes box, so I just stopped using it and drawing it. So after a lot of colorful spreads, I wanted to try a completely black and white one, and I did really like it, but I actually ended up missing the colors, especially for the mood tracker. I can't believe it took me a whole year to do a makeup themed month. So this is the last month of the bullet journal and the year, and I'm actually not really happy with neither this December spread or the last year's one. Because I don't know, I just feel like with all the red and stuff, it gets so childish and a little bit crowded. I do like this first spread, but like, I don't know. If you have some ideas for a more sophisticated December spread, or yeah, something that doesn't look super childish or crowded, let me know. I would love to hear your ideas. But as you can see, for the whole bullet journal this time around, I actually use like the same weekly spreads throughout the month. So I don't know, I just like it that way because I feel like it's easier to look through a month and find something you're looking for when it looks the same and it doesn't get confusing. But I can play around with it a little bit more. I do not like the ones that are wide like this because I find it, I don't know, I just like writing the tasks and stuff down this way and shorter rather than being super wide and having to write like in 2 columns within a box, if you know what I mean. But I can still play around with it a little bit more if I do like 4 days up here and the weekend down here, because then I can still like keep the not so wide boxes. But yeah, I will probably keep doing the same weekly spreads throughout a month. So here I only have left to put in December's memories when this month is over. Also, this has been really helpful for me. Like, I just used black tape and I took a piece and stuck it to the first page of every month and wrote with a white gel pen which month it is. And that way it's super easy to just get to that month if you want to look back on something, or if you have like doodled the 2 months ahead, then you can plan stuff already in this like monthly spread of that month. So I do really recommend doing this. I find it really helpful, and then you don't need an index if you don't use it anyways. So that was it for my 2019 and very first bullet journal flip through. Let me know down in the comments which theme and month was your favorite. I would love to know. And also, if you would like me to do more of bullet journaling videos, just let me know and I would love to do that for you. So have a great day, night or morning or whenever you're watching this, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!